Hey guys, welcome back to the plot. Luis here, Green Zebra Gardening, again, right after work. So office to plot. Today I'm going to go ahead and show you another update of the plot. Today is Tuesday, so tomorrow would make it a full week of when I planted the front end of this bed. This one. So we did zinnias. We started with the three, and one in the corner, the one in the middle, one on the end. Those were transplanted in. I added a bunch of mini zinnias. I then added, I want to say, bush beans right behind them. The bush beans have not come up, but it hasn't been a full week yet. It'll be a week tomorrow. Next, we went ahead and put in, these are beets. The radishes are looking insane. And then on the other side of the radishes, we did the carrots. The carrots, I had the cardboard on it. But because of the whole roly-poly issue, I took off the cardboard a couple days ago. I was here on Sunday. Excuse me, I missed yesterday. And stuff kind of dried out, so I don't know if the carrots are going to survive. I gave it a really good watering. I borrowed another gardener's watering wand. Excuse me, because I shot that video of my basket, what's in my basket for you guys, basically the gear in my basket, and I honestly completely forgot it at home. Honestly, the basket usually lives in my car, but because of all the planting and all the stuff that's been going on lately, it's been kind of being bounced around all over the place. Anyway, check out these radishes. So I wanted to give you guys a quick tour. So everything here is looking pretty good. I did take off the mesh. Where did I put it? Over there, just so I can water it in, and I do need to thin these radishes. And I'll show you that. I know it's not easy. Radishes and plants need space to grow. So everything is basically being planted out. The big plot flip was last Monday, and so it was either planted then or Wednesday of last week, although Wednesday is really just a seeding in the middle. And then on the weekend, on Sunday, so 2 days ago, I added a green zebra tomato. I shot another video on that, on the transplanting. I don't remember if I showed you guys. So I had these literally chilling here. I just grabbed the twine, tied it up. I don't remember how much I showed of it in the video that just went live this morning. The plant supports here at the plot. But I know in that video I did talk about the plant supports. I did talk about the 2x2s, the lattice, and then the tomato cages over here. And then we do have the regular TPs right in the middle with more tomatoes in this case. There are some still roly-polies, and some stuff is still kind of get eaten. So I might still get more of the Slego, maybe the Slego Plus, but I did stop by a different garden center, Armstrong, and they had a small container, and it was a little expensive. It wasn't cheap. But I completely understand why stuff has just gotten crazy expensive. And even when I bought that last container that I just finished off in here, even then it was still not that cheap. But you want the Sluggo Plus, because the Sluggo Plus is going to be the one that's going to help you with your roly-polies. Also, if you're cheap or you just don't want to spend the money on it, I know that if you get like just decaying food, so like maybe some banana peels or some orange peels, kind of like lay them out, and then those will suck them up, and it'll attract them all, and then that way you can just come over and pull off the one peel and literally just scoop all the roly-polies out. I know some of you guys are like going, ew. I'm like, it's plants, it's bugs, you're gonna get dirty, you're gonna be fine. So I am in a weirdly odd mood right now. I'm excited. Just got here from work. This is like my space to just kind of mellow, and then I might have inserted a video of me watering. Literally just sitting here watering. That's really one of my biggest, it's like zen moments. Anyway, the cucurbits are growing great. The tomatoes are growing great. We just put in the green zebra 2 days ago. Everything is looking great. I do have some more eggplants. Because most of the stuff was basically planted, watered, and done over the course of basically just a hair over the last week, we are getting a lot of stuff that's coming up, a lot of grain. So yes, some of it is seed that I planted directly. A obviously like the radishes. But some of the stuff is just because it's coming from the communal compost over there. A lot of the stuff is like, I don't even know what it is. Some of it I can tell is the mallow just by looking at it. Because I've been gardening for a while and I've grown zinnias before and nasturtiums and different things, I know what the stuff looks like. And so that helps me. It's a good thing and a bad thing. So I think I saw one earlier. We have, I believe this is a nasturtium. I don't remember if I planted that one, so I'm going to leave it alone. I don't know the variety. I also did already see some of them coming in up here because we had this massive variegated nasturtium essentially for quite a while. And so now, so they dropped a lot of seed, and so now we have baby nasturtiums. And so it'll be good and it'll be bad. And so a lot of these are going to be weeds. A lot of them you're not going to want. And a lot of them, even if you know what they are, you may not want them anyways. I think this is some kind of a melon, just by the shape, but I'm not 100% sure. So I know up here we planted zinnia, so I kind of have an idea of what those look like. I don't remember. What else did we have up here? We had shallots. So these are your zinnias. And so after you've been growing for a while, you kind of know what stuff looks like. And even then, even without that, you can just, reverse Google search or reverse image search plants, seedlings. Be like, hey, what the heck is this? Yes, I'm picking out the roly-polies. So this row here should only be bush beans. None of these are looking like beans. But anyway, I was going to do the video on the radishes that came up a few days ago, but they were really tiny. And I did just the update video, and I was going to include that as part of it, but the radishes were too tiny, and so I was like, you know what, forget that. We're just going to go ahead and go back. We'll let them get a little bigger, and then I will do a piece as well on it about the thinning of these. So, radishes, carrots, really any plant, you want to thin them. I say that, and I've got basil over here. So with basil, you're going to be, that's a whole nother thing. But with radishes, you definitely don't want them to be this close. And yes, I know that you want to save all of them, but you can't. Even if you want to leave them all in here, they're going to basically stunt each other out. They're going to be fighting for nutrients. They're going to be fighting for all kinds of stuff. So you're going to go through here. Now, these aren't a lost cause. These specifically might be. I didn't bring a container. I didn't bring anything. But I might actually leave these, and I'll come back tomorrow after work with a container. Because these are technically microgreens. Radish microgreens. Ooh, that has a nice little kick. And so you're going to go through and you're going to thin all these. Maybe about an inch or two apart. These are French tip sparklers, and mainly French breakfast. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to thin these tomorrow. But I still wanted to show you guys what we've got growing on. I know we're probably going to have a lot of nasturtiums come up, and that's fine and dandy. I'm not going to want them all over the place. Because like I said, I had a massive thing growing right down the middle. So I know there's at least one there and another one over there, I think. So that's really the main thing for this video. It's going to be an update. I wanted to show you all the radishes coming in, and I wanted to do a thinning video, but I might do the thinning video tomorrow, just because I want to come back and I want to be able to save all these. I don't have a container, and these are just your basic microgreens, the stuff that they charge you for bajillions of dollars for in the store. Anything micro is going to be expensive. So, we have the radishes. Sorry, we have the beets. We have the radishes. We have the carrots right behind it, but there are some other what appears to be beet seeds, radish seeds. Maybe when I poured some out, they kind of got all over. The carrots right back there, I don't know if those are going to survive. But essentially, right in here, I don't have anything. And so there's going to be a nice gap right in front. I know I have more plants, so I might drop in an eggplant here and an eggplant over on that end. because I do have a decent amount of eggplant, but some of them are kind of getting eaten up. I might actually replace one in the corner because one in the corner looks pretty bad. But what I also want to do is maybe on the weekend when I'm in not work clothes, I want to go through, and I also want to let other stuff grow up, just so I can tell 100%, or at least like 80 to 90% what stuff is. Like there are these things, all these over here, all these little green plants. Even if I knew what they are, I don't know that I want them. Just because I have all this stuff growing in. This is a watermelon, and this is basil. And so I probably will plant some other stuff in here, but this basil, if you clip it right, it'll bush out. I did fill up the growers. I watered everything in. That one might be a goner. I might actually fill them in with something else. But this was just really a quick overview. I'm going to show you how much they've grown. I'll do the thing in the video tomorrow, because like I said, I'm working from home tomorrow, and so I'll be able to get here earlier, literally right after 5. So I'm going to grab the chicken wire. I'm going to cover this up. When I came in, there was like something had been digging there and right in front of the watermelon right in there. I think that once they got to a certain point, because it was so wet and so moist, they don't want to keep digging. And I'm actually just seeing another one down here. So some of these might be melons. So depending on what they are and where they are, I might kind of just let some stuff go through. Because I do need to fill in like this whole area, that whole area, this whole area, more in there. And as I harvest out those radishes and I harvest out those other ones in there, I'm going to want more stuff. Let me give you a quick look. Yeah, this one looks basically just like the other one. I shot a video over the weekend. There was a truck or whatever over here doing its thing. It was really loud, and I'm hoping that video is up. Or about to be up as to how I did the reset on these. And so these are the sub pods. Love these things. Company doesn't exist anymore, but there are other alternatives. You can use something like those little trash cans over there. I think I've mentioned this in another video. You drop them in. The only thing is I would have to find a lid to cover them, but it's basically just a worm bed, and then that way the worms can easily go in and out directly into the beds. I think that's it. So we have a lot of growth, good and bad, a lot of little weeds. Because again, I use the compost we made here, and so I guess that's one of the good things and the bad things. So there is stuff in there that you might want to let go, but a lot of it is going to be mallow. We do have a lot of it here. We try and keep it down, like trims back, but it does go to flower, and so it does create seed. I don't know if it propagates through rhizomial chunks, through rhizomes, and so that might be an issue. But overall, I've learned what they look like. I've got it, and then that way we can go ahead and get rid of it. I know what it looks like when it's small. It's best if you get the stuff that's small. I might swing by next weekend. Well, no, I'll swing by tomorrow after work. We'll thin out the radishes, and I might do some weeding. I definitely need to do some watering just to keep up on it. Because I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like tomorrow, but I'm guessing it's going to be warm. Everything is warming up. But it's nice to see all the green growth, all the little plants, because at least you know that the soil is healthy and the soil is doing what it needs to do. But it's also kind of annoying because now you got to weed. So, but even if you use store-bought bag soil, sometimes those have weeds too. It's just with this stuff, it is a lot more. So I'm very excited about the radishes. Those will be done. The beets will come in, and then I'll harvest out all the radishes, and then I might put in more radishes, or if my nasturtiums, or not nasturtiums, if my marigolds finally kick in, or I might just direct seed some right in there, right as I'm pulling out the radishes. Or I might do it like if the carrots don't come up, because the carrots can take 7 to 14 days, I believe. If they don't come up, then I will definitely plant some in there. I did get I think another packet or two, and I do have some older. I think it's like 2 years old, maybe. French, a different variety of French marigolds, until I can get some color in there. Worst case scenario, I can go over to Gomez Growers or United Growers, pick up a flat of marigolds, and literally just bring in that color and bring in that pop, bring in that pest deterrent smell that they hate. I think that's going to be it. I know I stood there kind of long, but I might do some B-roll, and then do some and then just basically just do this voiceover on this. But that's it. Go ahead and leave your questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism. Also, do you guys like seeing me dressed up like this from work? I don't think it matters. I don't think it cares, but at least it shows you that you can make time for it. Yes, I realize we all have busy lives, but this is something that sometimes you just got to make time for, just because it does help. Yeah, stuff's probably going to cost you a lot more than it does in the store since you're growing it yourself, but the quality of the stuff is insane. You know what's going into the food, you know what's going into your body. Not only that, literally, like I said, just standing here watering everything, like, I don't know, it just brings like a calm to me. So anyway, and apparently a very good mood. So, of course, we've got the plane flying over. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I will do some more photos. All right. I will shoot some more photos for more content for you guys, but I also want to get some more images for thumbnails. I have 6 videos right now that are, actually, I'm sorry. I have 6 videos that have been uploaded. I'm going to start releasing them every other day or every 2 days. We'll schedule them, and then that way, hopefully I'll keep up with it. I go through these phases where I will keep up on it for a few weeks, maybe a month, and then I kind of just drop off. So anyway, I guess that's it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Bye.